Hello, old gays. Today, I want to talk about policy. What is policy? Policy is defined as a course or principle of action. Now, I work in a customer service-oriented field, so I deal with company policies every day. Where I work, it's always an exercise in making exceptions to these policies. I think that people are accustomed to policies in the world. It's an election year, so we're hearing a lot about domestic policies and foreign policies. I had an experience with a store policy several years back at Best Buy. I'm not going to go into the details, but let's just say I requested that they make an exception to their store policy, and they said no. And then in that moment I did all of the things that I hate that people do. I went through the list of all the different tactics and basically made an ass out of myself because I could not make them budge. And if, they were, well, this is our policy, and it's written on the wall, and it's written on your receipt, and sorry, that's our policy. There are some stores that are very lax about their policies. For instance, I could buy a shirt at Macy's, wear it for a year, and then take it to Nordstrom's, and they would take it back. But there's a lot to be said for this issue of policy. For instance, it really annoys me when people ask, "Can I have a ride to the airport?" or "Will you pick me up from the airport?" I mean, if someone's coming to visit me, or I'm a host, of course I'm gonna pick you up at the airport and take you to the airport. I'm not that huge of an asshole, and that's a completely different thing. But, people who live in my city and say, "Oh, I'm going out of town, can you give me a ride to the airport?" And, so, because they don't want to, pay to leave their car at the airport, they don't want to pay for a cab, they don't want to, even pay for a friggin' cheap super shuttle. But in asking you to take them to the airport, it's just, well, they're not giving you any money, and gas is expensive, so you have to pay for your own gas, and you have to go and pick them up, and then drive all the way to the airport with them, and then drive all the way, back to your house, and that can take 2 hours out of your day. And I'm sorry, but my time is worth a certain amount of money. So, and it's just like, oh, it's like nothing to ask. Like, it's nothing to ask. I should just say, well, here's $50 instead. Take my $50 and, get yourself the hell to the airport. And maybe when I was in my 20s, and all of us were in our 20s, and, you had your friends, and you took them to the airport, and they picked you up at the airport, and it was sort of this kind of communal living kind of thing, and no one had any money, and it was just kind of this, but I'm sorry. You pass 30 and beyond, pay for your own cab, pay for the super shuttle. Don't go asking people to take you to the airport. But my point is that now, when if people ask me, "Oh, can I have a ride to the airport?" I just say no. And they should just say, "Okay," but then it's not enough. It's like, well, why? Why can't you? And I don't feel that I should have to explain myself. I don't, you get to be, I am 40 years old, and if I don't want to give you a ride to the airport, I do not have to explain. So, I just say, it's my policy. It's my policy that I'm not taking you to the airport. I have a no ride to the airport policy. So I pose this question this week to the old gays and the viewers of the old gays. Tell me what's your policy? Do you have any policies? Because I think you reach a certain age, and I think you just can have a policy. And You don't have to have, I have a no explanation policy, which is a policy about a policy. No explanation. I have a no explanation policy. What's yours?